The other day, I made a tweet asking people to reply with an image of your AQ character. I'll make a video tier listing them. I might be mean, reply your own risk. So that tweet caused over 200 people to reply to the thread. So let's start. This will be part one of maybe 4 or 5 parts. We'll see. It depends on how many likes this gets. So hit the like button. Let's get into it. One of the people that replied almost ratioed me, by the way, likes wise. Shimanuki. So yeah, this guy actually replied. He hasn't tweeted since 2023, so it's the first tweet of 2024 is a reply to this thread. So that's the amount of people that I think this tweet got showed to everyone on Twitter that like vaguely likes AQ Worlds. So okay, I guess we'll start with Shim. I don't know how I'm going to navigate going through all 200 of these, to be honest, because you can just scroll and then the scroll bar will load more, and you can scroll again and it'll load more, and you can do that for hours. Not really hours, but you get what I'm saying. So I don't know how we're going to sort this out. But anyway, first up on the tier list, we have Shim. And he says negative comments only here. If I could read, I would put that to use. But anyway, it looks pretty good. I like the armor, the helmet, the matching. I don't think any piece of this comes from the same set, which is really nice because it does all look like it kind of comes from the same set, with the exception of maybe the swords. Not huge on these. They don't look terrible. But there's something about all the holes in them. I'm really not a fan of that. But the armor, helmet, cape, it's a great combo. Easily A tier, in my opinion. Throw it up there. Some people might agree or disagree, but that's where we're throwing Shimanuki. Alright, this one I might not be as kind to be honest. This is Gold Raven's set. This isn't Gold Raven's like signature set, I don't think. I know this is definitely Shim's. Shim's has had this forever. I think Gold Raven's actively finding one still, and you honestly might want to keep looking. This is a mess. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. It's just a bunch of darkened stuff thrown into a pile is what it looks like to me. So I will say though, points. The Raven head is cool, although I really suggest finding a whole different outfit to go with it. So the Raven head is cool and it matches the name, so that's nice. Before I throw this somewhere, keep in mind, the tweet says I can be mean and I will be mean, and I reserve that right, and you can't disagree because it says right in the tweet and people signed up for that. So this is a D tier. That's a D tier set. It's yeah, there's nothing really. Yes, anyway, sorry Gold Raven. Anyway, my signature fairy set from Lasone is the next one. Ground runes. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of ground runes, but okay, I'm just gonna pretend like the ground runes are part of the map they took the screenshot in and not factor them into any of these sets. And you know, it's a fitting map to have your character standing on there. Anyway, the actual set itself, for the fairy theme and everything they're going for, looks pretty great. It does look great, but I still think it's an A tier set here. It looks basic. Nothing's popping. Like A is very good in my opinion. A is very good, and S is like whew, perfect. So this is still good, just not. Nothing's, yeah. So people are really gonna hate me after this. Alright, so Bobby AQ, he's got a little pet too, nice. Okay, I'm not gonna really count the pets as part of the sets because some of them match well and that's nice. Maybe like bonus points, I guess, but I'm not really gonna take that into account for a lot of these because all of them don't have pets. But so this set, he uses the armor here, the Darkcaster X, but it's the green one and not the blue one. Am I mistaken? Is it green? Is there a different? Okay, it's the one I don't. This is the worst color scheme. I don't even think this is purposely colored this way. If you guys don't know, Dage is actually colorblind. And I think that he thought this was blue when he put it on the character, but it actually was green. and they just kept that in there. I think that's like this actual story behind why this green Legion outfit exists, and it's not my favorite color. But anyway, this set by itself, it's not crazy bad. I don't think the axe really fits it that well, especially with like the cape, and I do think the helmet is cool, underused helmet. I'm a little mixed on this one though. Honestly, B tier as well. It's not terrible, but it's definitely some things about it that aren't really my favorite. So next is from AZE, an artist on Twitter. Check him out. This is nice set. I like the black makeup. You don't see that too often on outfits. It's using one of the new summer sets. The wings match pretty well with the helmet. I like that. But I don't think the weapon really goes with the set at all. Simple. I like this, but this one's also going to be ending up in B tier, but I think it's upper B. I think it's, yeah, I like it, but I think the weapon's kind of on that one. Next, we have Howal looking like Willy Wonka's evil secretary. This set is decent. It's decent. I think the cape's a little much. Looks like parts of your hat are flying off, but let's give it a rate. Feels like I'm throwing a lot in B here, but that's the mid, so that's probably where most of them are going to go, sadly. But yes, I do think it's a better one than that, to be honest, than the Legion one. But yes, yeah, Hal's gonna be pissed. Next set is Illness, who has the heterohomophobia, whatever that's called. So he's got the different color eyes, and then the sword to match his eyes, of course, with the armor as well. I don't think I've ever seen this armor in game before. It's got the Hikari faction stuff on it, right? Can't remember what that faction's called. And he's got the little gloves. Those look kind of odd. So let's give this one a rating. It's not a bad looking set. I almost want to put it in A, to be honest. Almost. It's just, I don't know, the whole color scheme of it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling this A, but solid upper B. Our next victim here is Rico. I like Rico, so he suggested 2. So I'll put both of his on here. The first one is a bunny girl with a bat, or something like that. This is actually AZE's art from up here. Hey, there we go. Yeah, so the set, I like the theming. It's got the little guys on the bat that match the outfit, that match the hair. Ground rune doesn't really match, but hey, it's red, I guess. Red hair, A tier. This is actually looking like a YouTuber tier, but well, it'll fill out. Hey, speaking of which, hey, YouTuber tier. This is gonna be another A. Yeah, this is an absolute classic outfit. I don't think this person has changed. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. I don't think they've changed their outfit since 2010 or whenever all this stuff came out. I don't know exactly when. I think when the latest releasing item was probably the Flame, maybe? Flame or this? Anyway, yeah, they've had this set forever. Classic, absolute great set. In my opinion, S tier. I really like the set. It's clean, looks good, color-wise, great, iconic. It's good. All right, Stargirl. Next up, the name does actually match the character. That's good. Just like Raven. I'm gonna say the wand for this one, or whatever that's supposed to be, way too big, not colorful enough, doesn't really match the outfit at all. Gonna be real with you. There are better capes than that for stars as well. Not liking that. Hairstyle, not my favorite. The armor's okay. I like the armor, okay, definitely. So I feel really bad. That's honestly a C tier outfit. I do like the armor, but I feel like the other pieces of that set could be a lot better. We have Rico ×2 now. Ricochet is here again. He actually commented on all of the armor tier list videos I did on the channel. If you check those out, if you want to see some armor tier lists, there's 2 of those up on the channel that were released in last week. So he actually commented for me to rate Cloud Rider twice, and I didn't in either of those because he didn't submit it. To be honest, I would have done it if it was submitted. It wasn't. So let's throw this one onto the tier list. All right, so Rico's Cloud Rider is equally going to be a tier as well. I almost thought of putting it S, to be honest, almost, but I think the hands cape thing or whatever that is, I don't know. I think it'd be a lot cleaner if it didn't have that, to be honest. So I think that does knock it down a position on the poll there, but it's a great set nonetheless. I really shouldn't be as honest in the. It'd probably end up a lot better for me if I wasn't as honest in these. But anyway, this is pretty cool. Actually, I like this. The Yasuo, how do you say that guy's name? The League of Legends character, the Wind Wall. So yeah, Dragon's cool. He's got the map background too. I'm not really giving bonus points for matching maps, but you know that's nice. Sword in hilt on, right? Yeah, it's on the right side, I would imagine. Yeah, this outfit hair combo goes pretty crazy, if I'm being honest. That looks really nice. I'm gonna throw that one up in S tier. That's just a great set. Nice. Okay, this one, not too sure what Garrett's going for here. I think it's the solo me person. The replies are gold on this one. Avoids the one is yeah, that was great. But I think it's the Let Me Solo Her guy from Elden Ring. I think it's a cool cosplay. I'm gonna put this one in A tier. Low A. I like it. I get what you're going for. Pretty nice. I think it's S tier because it's not crazy, but yeah. Okay, this one. This is from Prince Siden. I like his color choice, purple. The axe, the Paladin, Blinding Light of Destiny as a polearm sort of thing is kind of odd looking to me. It does kind of fit with the rest of it a bit. I do really like the, why can't I think of the name of the mob? I want to say Zubat for some reason. That's a Pokemon. I like the little guy there. Something I don't know. Hairstyle's cool. Cape's alright. I think this is a custom set. I don't know why people are. I don't even think this is an actual in-game set you can get. So let's just go ahead and rate this. Staff showing off their personal items. These goobers. All right, so since I'm gonna put you on B tier right next to the other guy showing off his personal items there in the B tier. They don't look bad. They don't look amazing, to be honest. They're all right. Actually, I'm gonna put you above. The color scheme is nice. Yes. So this guy's name was AnimeFan17, so I looked at his Twitter. He just reposts giveaways, which is a based reason to have a Twitter, to be honest. Anyway, his name in game. Anyway, the set itself, armor. This armor is really good and can go well. Not really good, but it's like an A-ish tier armor. But I don't like. I think the ground rune and the cape ruin the set. If I'm being honest, I think they ruin it completely. I think it's probably like an A tier set that is just being dragged down by the accessories. To be honest, B tier right there. We got another goofball here throwing 4 suggestions in. Hey, Lep's lucky I know who he is. All right, so I'm gonna pick this one out of the 4. You know, that's probably my favorite of these 4. That might be a hot take, to be honest. Probably like this one because the hero mart item, but let's be real. All right, so this set, love the hood, love the bone and green mixture of colors. A low A tier in my opinion. There, so great set there from Lep. For this set, I consider being a lot meaner, but okay, I don't know what the green's about. I think their character might have some lore behind that. I checked. It says they're 26 years old on their Twitter. Not to dox them or anything, but it says that on their Twitter bio. So and they play a bunch of other games. I went stalked a little bit just to make sure I'm not making. Okay, this set looks questionable. Love to know the backstory behind the green skin, but I think he's gonna be chilling next to Gold Raven down there for now. I'm not being racist against people with green skin. As weird as it is to have to say that out loud, I'm going off the rest of the set mainly. None of it makes any sense. None of this makes any sense to me. All right, this one, I really like this armor. I wish when Kotaro made it that the armband was a little bit smaller, to be honest. I know why he made it large, because when your AQ character is zoomed out, you can't see it and blah, 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 blah. But I think when you do zoom it in, it does kind of detract from the actual look of this armor. Hairstyle goes well with the armor. Cape, not so much, to be honest. The electric fist kind of cool if you're like an anime protagonist, you know, kid in school with superpowers, generic, blah, blah, blah. Half of all the anime they put out, all that garbage. So that's cool. Eye color's kind of nice, kind of off of the normal eye color. Throw this on the tier list. This is a high B tier, in my opinion. I think a lot of this stuff, I think it's very simple, but just little things that kind of, just little things will really add up, you know? I'm real. This is a very well crafted set. The paint cans do go with the armor, so that's kind of whatever, but the helmet, and I actually really like, I think that's a cape, if I'm not mistaken. It's either a cape or a pet, either way. The little robot guy goes really good with like the mechanic kind of wrench outfit. Great, absolutely great. In my opinion, a deserved S tier. That's a great set, very well themed. So, I'm not clicking on this guy's Twitter account. Yeah, if you see the little 18 icon there, you know you're in for something. Especially when they have a Pokemon OC, and the OC is a water type Pokemon wearing a mask. Why are they wearing a mask? Maybe the water is polluted. Who knows? Anyway, their character also has a mask to match their Pokemon OC, and they have a tail too. Where's the tail coming from on the human body? Ask our guru. She'll probably answer that question anyway.
My tail is real.
Okay, so as for rating for the Pokemon one, I think that's a C tier. It stays at a D because I like the creativity of, like, you know, trying to make a character of it, but I'm not a huge fan of the look, to be honest. Next set is from Proxima. This one, pretty cool. I do like that it's a mount. They went to a different, okay, they went all out, went to a map and everything. The wings, it's probably the best use I've ever seen of these wings. I'm actually not the biggest fan of these, but they match very well the rest of it, especially because the horns kind of have like the weight on it as well, like the wings from the armor. So that's pretty creative. I like that. That's a nice little matching there. And yeah, props for using a mount armor too. Those kind of suck in game when you're walking around with them. It's a great set though. S tier, in my opinion. That's a great one. Arr, we got ourselves a pirate. All right, so this one from Bags. I'm looking at this closely. Ugh, that's a nasty looking pirate. Anyway, not the biggest fan of skeleton pirates. To be honest, I think it's a little overdone of a theme. I don't know if the set actually matches. Like, I don't know if the sword came with the armor. It kind of looks like it did, and if it didn't, that's a good thing. Yeah, but there's been so much of this stuff that it's probably pretty easy at this point to match all this stuff together with all the skeleton pirate stuff that exists. Still, decent set. Low B in my opinion. But it's not too bad. Definitely not my taste though. Alright, this guy says Fallen Enjoyer. His set, ooh, okay. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted on this one. I kind of like it. It's kind of plain at the same time. I don't know. Really conflicted on this set. But I think it'll go right about there in the A tier. Solid, It's not really my taste, but I recognize it looks decent for what it's trying to go for. And I don't think it's a lot of matching stuff either, which is nice, so it's alright. This guy saw a suggestion shop and said, hell yeah, put all that stuff on. And my character looked a lot like this in like 2012 or something as well, so can't really blame us. That's some fire drip you got there going. And wait, is he even? He's even in he's in Nostalgia Quest, right? As well. Of course, of course. Throwing this one an A tier as well. It's got a soft spot for me, to be honest. That's why it's so high. And I do like the beanie actually. Those items, like cosmetically, not a bad armor, to be honest. The gauntlets look pretty cool too, to be honest. The wings, not so great these days. Hat's kind of nice as well, though I don't think it really goes too well with the set. But that's basically getting a high rating because of nostalgia, let's be real. Next set. Whew. The book kind of throws me off. You'd think you'd have like some sort of sword here. It's probably part of the theming because this armor also has a book on it as well. Helmet goes crazy. Absolutely love that helmet. It's such a sick helmet. Massive sword kind of reminds me of like a Monster Hunter character with that thing on your back. Yeah, really cool look. As a solid and well-deserved higher A tier, really nice outfit. Next set, this monster-looking thing. Looks like it's gonna pull you into a different dimension, or something. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, it's a scary thing all in the tier list. And B tier right next to Howal. I like it. It's got a good theme going on with it. It's not too bad, not too good. Right in the middle there. Okay, this set. I like this base armor, and I like what they tried to do with it. Kind of take it. The gauntlet looks a little off, but it's close enough, you know. And I like that they tried to match the gauntlet with the armor there for a weapon. Tail's cool, doesn't come part of the set, and looks like it matches up alright, other than the little bits of gray there, but that's kind of nitpicky and does match the horns a bit. Helmet's not my favorite, but I get with the theming, it does work very well. So I actually really had to think about where to put this one. I think it's like an A tier around about here, maybe above this one. I like it. It's got very good theming. Looks alright. It's a character. I like that. Golden red set. This guy, the little pet matches too, which is cute. Yeah. So this guy's definitely about the flex. I think this set would look better with a different cape. I'm gonna say that right away. I like that there's a little bit of fur on the weapon and matching the armor. The colors match up very well with between the weapon and armor. The helmet's a little off color-wise, but you know, it's difficult. I get that. Eye color being red is kind of an odd choice, but I guess it's matched with the rest of it as well. I think I changed that if it was my set, but and the gold coin kind of matches, but at the same time, I think there could be something better for that as well. Yeah, so this one, it's going up in the upper B's, I think. It's a good set. I really am just not huge on the theming of it. And I think there could be some improvements to it, definitely, to push it up to A or S easily, but I think in my opinion, room for improvement there. Did this guy just submit Dage the Good as with no alteration? Okay, I guess he's using the Hero March sword, which does go perfectly with it, so I guess props for that. But the armor helmet cape is just Dage the Good, which is an easy S tier. I don't know why you'd even submit this and ask the question of if even use the Premade. Okay, why would you even? Okay, we're just going to pretend that like anyone wouldn't put Dage the Good in S tier is just insane. It's a pre-made set, but why do you even submit? Okay, anyway, hey, this one's cool. I like this actually. So it looks like a barbarian from, Barbarians. The dual wield and everything. I really dig this. The cape, got the little wolf to go with it as well. This is very nice. I like this set. It's got a very, very good theme. Everything looks right. The shading's all sort of matching as well, which is nice to see. Very nice. That one's an easy S tier. Didn't have to think about that one at all. So definitely easy S tier. I don't really feel like organizing S tier by position. I think if it's S, it's S, whatever. So that one's definitely going in the S. Brave. He's submitting a Naval Commander. You have to have some great accessories in 2024 to be submitting a Naval Commander to something like this. You have to have some banger accessories. And I'm going to be honest, this is kind of a default look. He's got the blood letters, this helmet. The cape is like the one, like, you know, that's actually kind of not on the meta for this stuff. He's really got a meta cosmetic outfit here, except for the cape. And you know, it's not too terrible of a look, to be honest. The blacked out hair is a little much. You should probably take the slider and move it up a little bit so you can see a bit of detail on the hair, and not, you know, doing blacked out hair works if it's for a reason, right? Like if you want to match with the cape or something, like as like a style thing, but doing it on here, I don't think it really works. I think you'd be better off with like a whitish purple hair, like a light pink maybe hair would look really fire with this, to be honest. I think the black hair actually detracts from the set. Anyway, let's rate it. If we're being honest, it can't really go in C or D, because like it's just established and known to look good, right? Like it's I mean, he kind of messed up with the hair color a bit there, but the rest of it's all right. And yeah, it's like really standard stuff. It's like right in the middle of B, because that's about like an average set that most anyone would equip. So nothing special like the A stuff, nothing outstanding like S, just a normal good looking set. Glaci, who I can tell plays on a 1377 by 768 monitor, that or they just Twitter ruined their screenshot somehow. Anyway, yeah, great set. The bow matching the armor very well. Being not part of the same set's nice. Brown rune kind of adds to it a little bit. Hair's okay. I actually think you could probably get a better looking hair for this, but they probably wanted the crown, I'd imagine, there with the kind of same color scheme that the bow has, sort of. So, you know, respect for that. Pretty nice set. Putting this at the tip top of A tier. Reasons on S. Reason, I don't really know. It's just a feeling, to be honest. It's just, I don't know, something. Maybe it's the hair. I'm really not a big fan of the hair, like standing still like that. It just really throws me off a lot. Just the paused animation look on it. But the rest of the set is pretty S tier, to be honest, other than probably the helmet. So yeah, good stuff there. And really weird thing, but I would probably change the shade of the eye color a little bit. I like the blue, but I'd probably change that slightly. That's just a very, very big nitpick. And I think on this really good set here, we're going to end this part of this series. Click like on this if you want to see more, and I'll do more. Let's say if this gets over 150 likes, I'll do a part 2 for this. There's so many more to go. We're only we've only done like a fraction of the total ones that were suggested here. So click the like button. We'll do more of these. Part 2 coming up soon, maybe on Monday. So get subscribed for that if you're watching this when it's uploaded. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, 150 likes. Let's see if we can get that. Bye-bye. Also, people are probably going to hate me now. This is probably a terrible series to be doing. Please don't take this personally.